Greetings, my good fellow pen people. Larry here. I'll be your host on Larry's Fountain Pen Review. Peace and love to all. Today, I've got a special pen here. I'm not one that really steps out of the box when buying pens. Depending on the amount of money that the pen costs, I may take a chance, if it's a low amount of money, to step out of the box and get a pen that I've never heard of, the brand. Have you ever been in that situation? Well, I've always been scared to step out of the box and wanted to stay with pens that I'm familiar with the brands. Well, I finally did take a jump. And for me, that's a big jump because I did step out of the box, out of my safety comfort. And I purchased a pen from Applebones. Thank you, Youth. Oh, I think about a month ago, maybe. So, I've been looking at this pen. It's really stunning. It's a beautiful pen, to say the least. So, I'm going to be filling it up with some James Dean Rebel Red here and do a writing sample. But first, we're going to talk a little bit about the history of the pen, show you the pen, and then we'll do a writing sample. Of course, we'll give the dimensions of the pen as well. So let's take a look at this pen. Here's how it comes when you order this pen from Appleboom. Got this in the Netherlands. I do like how the name is done in like a gold. So it comes in this cardboard sleeve, the pen case, and then the name of the pen on the pen sleeve is
Nettuno 1911.
A pen I've never ever heard of. Never. And I've been looking at this pen for a while and just wondering, how will the pen write? So let's take this pen out of the pen sleeve and show you this beautiful pen case. It does come with the instruction book, and the pen case is, voila, you see Neptune right there with the name again right here, and then here's a little elastic band that makes sure it stays in place. And here is the directions on the pen. It will tell you the story about the pen, and it's a really interesting fountain pen, to say the least. And you can always go to Appleboom's site and check this pen out, and you can get the price of the pen, and they come in different colors. So let's open it up. Anyway, this is a kind of a, well, it's not metal. Let's open it up first, and then we'll slide it off. It's kind of a hard plastic maybe, and it comes secured in this nice sponge foam type. And here is this pen. Beautiful. It just screams Italian. Beautiful pen. So we'll take it out and we'll close the case back up, and we'll get to talking more about this fountain pen. So let's just take a minute and look at the beautiful color of the pen. On the pen, on the barrel, it does give the name. And I'm trying to read this upside down. I'll let you do the honors because I can barely see it. Can you see it?
Nettuno 1911, made in Italy.
Okay. So I'm looking at this pen on the barrel, and it is stunning. The resin used to make this pen is stunning. Absolutely. So this is the Nettuno 1911 ADE. Beautiful swirl. Look at that. Just really a gorgeous color. The pen, the measurements of this pen, the length of the pen close, as you see it here, is 135 millimeters. The barrel length is going to be 129 millimeters. And the pen does post at 159 millimeters. And the diameter of the pen is 13 millimeters. The weight comes in at 35 Gs. Beautiful pen. The pen is turned by hand from a solid bar of distinctive metal trimmings, preciously plated with gold, see here, or
rhodium.
So you have a choice. And treasured as a small piece of art. The cap on top, let's go straight on top and see if we can get a good look at that. Image of Neptune god. And on the clip, as you see here, with an antique look, shows the trident, the tip of the Neptune harpoon. That is really good looking. And the enormous rings are symbolized of the international recognition icon represented by the characteristic arch of the
portico.
And that is, Mr. Announcer,
an archway above an entrance, I believe.
So kind of imagine that in your mind, of the Italian city of
Bologna.
And Bologna is right there in the heart of Italy. So, you know, when I first saw this pen, and it has different colors, they have black and different patterns, and, you know, I just fell in love with this pattern, with the color. It was just a stunning fountain pen, in my opinion. So the shape is a flat top style, as I showed you, as a reminder of the shapes chosen the early years in the production of the first beautiful fountain pen, a vintage with a modern characteristic. Beautiful. Look at the top of that, flat. Very nice. I do like the gold rings on top of the cap here with a nice, beautiful clip. And then you have another gold ring down here at the bottom of the cap. And then you have these beautiful gold bands. Nettuno was originally founded in 1911, my friends, and was recently revived in 2018, so it hasn't been that long ago. And they are now handmade in Naples, Italy, by the company named
Maori.
Maori. That's how I'll pronounce it. Close enough? Good. Which is interesting. Now, what gets more interesting is that the company, which is managed by the former co-founder of the president of the Delta Pen Company. So that kind of all fitted together with this new company, with the rebirth of this company, with the making of these pens. It's going to have maybe kind of that Delta kind of look maybe in them. kind of feeling of that delta. So let's unscrew the cap. And it does post securely. Fits nicely in the hand. And as you go down the barrel, there's not really anything that's going to be annoying or bothersome while you write. It's not a big grip section, but it's a nice enough section for small, medium, even large hands, because I tend to even hold my pen at times right here where the cap goes on, screws back on right there. Now, at the end of this barrel, on the end of the cap, it has the number 0745. And let's take a look at this beautiful nib. And the nib has N on it. And it has 1911 medium nib. Look at the nib. Beautiful. Gorgeous looking nib. And we'll look at the feed real quick. And again at the nib. Really a nice looking, beautiful nib. So let's unscrew the pen, because it does come with a converter. No cartridge, just a converter. And on the converter, let me get my eyes going on here. It does have Nettuno made in Italy. And that is all I can see. Let's take off the converter, and it unscrews. Remember, not a pull-off. This is a screw-in, screw-out converter. I like that on the converter. It's more secure, so that way your nib unit is not going to fall out. So here is your beautiful fountain pen right here. Gorgeous, gorgeous, nice-looking fountain pen. Again, you can find this on Appelboom's website. He's in the Netherlands. And check it out for yourself. It comes in a medium and a fine nib. And it has different colors as well, different patterns as well. And this is a medium steel Bach nib, nicely decorated. So I am going to ink the pen up and get to writing here. So first, let me get the ink ready to go. A little bit of Mont Blanc James Dean, the Rebel. One of my favorites. You know, there are so many inks on the market. It's really hard for me to pick out favorites. I'm always asked, Larry, what's your favorite color of ink? What's your favorite brand of ink? And I really can't answer it. Now, I'm not going to ink it up all the way. That's enough ink. Set that right there. Let me cap this back up. And we'll do some writing here in a few. And let me set all this aside. Pull my paper out. And we'll go back to my Tomo River paper. And I'll go ahead and post the pen. Here's the pen, how it looks. Stunning. Beautiful. Feels really great in my hand. So, here we go. $1917, correct?
11.
I'm sorry, 1911. ADE. Now, I don't know what the ADE stands for.
It has to do with a time measurement. AD is like Anno Domini, Year of Our Lord.
Okay.
But I don't know what the E stands for.
Okay, very good. Thank you for that information, sir. Ta-da! Ah, wow, rock on, brother. Here we go. This has a medium Bach nib. Sweet. Writing time.
Is this the medium nib?
Uh-huh. Do a little wet test there. I can tell you now it's nice, wet nib. Look at that. Look
Wow.
at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Just, hey, the nib is to die for. Has some really great ink flow. Just a really great pen. Let's try reverse writing. As you can see clearly, no problem with reverse writing. Here's a downstroke, no pressure, and with some pressure, you might get just a tad of different variation, cross stroke. So there you have it. The Nettuno 1911 ADE with a medium Bach nib. Smooth, wet, great ink flow, comfortable in the hand. Great looking fountain pen. Love the shape of the pen, the color of the pen. Like the really neat clip that it has with the Neptune symbol on there. The bands on the pen look really magnificent. This pen really stands out. And for once, I'm glad I risked and jumped out of my comfort zone and tried a brand I've never even heard of, thought of, but here it is. You can check out the Apple Boom website. Just Google that in and it'll take you to the website. And you can just put in the Nettuno 1911, Nettuno 1911, and it'll take you right to where this pen is. And then you can look at the different pens that they have to offer, the different colors, different patterns. But for right now, it only comes in a fine or a medium. So will I try another one of these pens? Yeah, I'm going to try a fine later. Affordable? Yes. Very affordable. If you're looking for really a great fountain pen that has not only a killer nib on it, but a nice looking fountain pen, a stunning fountain pen, but at an affordable price you can afford, you might want to check this little baby out over at Apple Boom. That's about it, my friends. So thank you for joining me on Larry's Fountain Pen today. Until my next hearty visit, rock and roll, baby. Peace and love. Be kind to others. Show your love for others. Pull together. Be united as one. Be safe. Wash them hands and don't text and drive. Love you guys. I'm out of here.